Every time I record in my car, I say I need a tripod because I do. And it's hard to find one for my car because my dashboard is made different. I drive a Mustang, so it's hard to find a cell phone dock that I like for my car because I really don't like the ones that stick up to the windshield. I don't like that, but I think I'm gonna eventually have to get one of those. I really don't like stuff hanging from my car like that. Like, I don't like stickers, I don't like decals, I don't like anything. I just like for my car to do its thing as a standalone. I don't like things on my car. So that's why every time you guys see me in my car, my steering wheel is in a way, and I'm sorry, but I'm eventually get a cell phone mount for the car, and it's giving very much it's gonna be hanging from my windshield, and I hate that, but I need one. I am not a scooters girly, okay? I am a Dunkin' girl through and through, but one just opened up a few months ago up the street from my house. They have been marketing really well and putting coupons in our mailboxes. So I know in my last vlog, you guys see me at Scooters. Child, my drink was free, okay? And then today, it was half off. So I got a medium iced Caramelicious latte. Before I drive off, I want to taste it because I don't have time for nasty coffee. And with them, I have not figured out what I really like from them besides the Caramelicious latte. So I just want to make sure it tastes good. So much better than yesterday. Yesterday, which was in a previous vlog, I had some type of pumpkin drink, but they accidentally made it hot instead of iced. And when I told them, oh no, I asked for ice, I feel like what they did was just poured the drink over ice and then brought it out to me. And it was nasty, but I didn't complain because it was free. But anyway, you guys, today is going to be exciting. I'm actually about to be en route to my library because our library here is having their fall book sale. And I'm so excited about it because they have one twice a year. One is in the springtime, one is in the fall time. The one that was in springtime, I missed. It was around my birthday in April, and I missed it, and I was so sad. By the time I actually thought about it, it was the last day, literally the last hour before it was over. So I made sure to put the fall one in my calendar. So me and my sister-in-law is going to be partaking in some book buying things today, and I'm really excited. Not only that, I'm picking up my book club's November book of the month. I am checking it out from the library this time around because, as you guys know, I am on a book buying ban. Like, I know I'm about to go buy some books, but they're used books, and you guys know the library sales, they don't be costing much. So I am still very much on a book buying ban, so I cannot buy any books until 2025. And really, I need to put a big dent in my book collection at the house because I was looking at it last night and I started to become overwhelmed by just looking at it. So yes, that's the first thing we're doing today, heading to the library. I'm especially excited because this is our main library branch. Is the biggest one in our city. It's the main branch where they do everything like the library sales and stuff, and it's so big, so pretty, and I've never been there. And I be getting jealous when I be seeing y'all go to y'all fancy libraries because the one that is by me is really not modern. It looks the exact way it looked when I came to visit my grandmother before I moved here. It looked the same exact way it looked in 2005 when I came to visit my grandmother for the summer, and it's 2024, so it is not updated. But the reason why it's not is because they did open up a new one, in an urban area, and I love that for them, and it's very pretty, and I really want to go check that one out too. But yeah, so I'm excited because I get to check out this library, I get to check out a library book, and I get to shop for books, and I'm taking you guys with. And I got my book tote. I got this one that I got from the Bookstagram event. I think this is my biggest book tote, so I did pick up my biggest book tote for this book sale. I don't know how the sale is going to go. I don't know if they're going to have any deals. I don't know, but I am ready. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the library. Got the goods, y'all. Look. We got the goods. So excited. $19. And I think I spent $20, $19.
Yep. I don't know how many books, but
I don't remember how many I spent, but we got the goods. And I'm gonna show you guys what I got later. Y'all, they just told us that tomorrow, which is the last day of the book sale, they are doing the box and the bag sale where you can fill your bag up for $6. Everything you can fit in there for $6. I've been waiting on a book sale like that because I see a lot of people talk about book sales like that. I might come back. I don't know, but I might. So now I am on my way to a novel in the bookstore that I'm always at. I'm actually picking up an ARC for a new release. I was supposed to get this ARC like 2 weeks ago. Before I went on vacation, they reached out to me and was like, hey, we have this author that's releasing this new book, and we're also going to host the event here at the store. Would you like an ARC? And I was like, yes, sure. I would love to have an ARC for this book. It's a Black author. I want to say it's a sci-fi genre. Of course, I read the synopsis to even see if I'd be interested in reading the book, because I don't just like to claim ARCs if it's something that doesn't interest me. So it was something that is new to me, but sounded interesting. And then, like I said, it's a Black author. So they are supposed to be hosting an event for her book release, I think next weekend. I'm not going to make the book release event. However, I would love to read and review the book before her release day. And so They mailed it to me, but it was mailed to the wrong address. And then when I went for the spooky grown-up book fair, I was just checking on the status of it, and they showed me that it was mailed to the wrong address. And they were like, well, when it returns back here, we'll just reach out to you so that you can come pick it up in the store. So that's basically what I'm getting ready to do. Just stop by here and pick it up from the register. I'm not buying any books from the store because, as y'all can see, I've already bought tons of books. It's my maiden name. Thank you so much. You have a great day, okay? So first of all, I had the genre very much mistaken. It's a dystopian romance novel. So you guys already know I love romance. So I've never read a dystopian romance novel. And the book is called The Dividing Sky by Jill Tu. So I'm excited. I think what's weird to me is that they're still giving arcs for this novel, and it was already released October the 8th. So I guess there's no pressure on me getting it read by a certain date and time or whatever. However, I still want to read it. I think I put this on my list of books that I need to read before the end of the year. I am back hours later to show you guys what I got from the library book sale. So this is the tote full of books, and I didn't even really count how many books I got. I just remember how much I spent. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, and I spent $20. Now, I have a total of 10 books in this tote. However, 8 of them is what I actually bought from the book sale. So I already showed you guys the price list when I was actually at the library. So it's a Friends of the Library fall book sale. If I was to join Friends of the Library at checkout, I would have gotten an additional 10% off. I need to look up the Friends of the Library and see, you know, what it consists of. Like, is it a annual set price or what? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to look into it. Hardbacks were $3. Paperbacks were $2. Children's books was $1 for hardback, 50 cents for paperbacks. And then of course they had like tote bags, CDs, mystery boxes, special sets, DVDs, magazines. They had all kind of stuff. Like literally what you would typically find at a bookstore, they had it at this library sale. So I thought it was pretty cool. Our proceeds will help to expand library collections and improve services to our community. We can shop all year long at our second edition bookstore. They also have their bookstore on Amazon, and their website is on here so that I can find out more information about Friends of the Library, because I definitely want to find out more information. So let's get into this book haul. Well, really quick, I just want to let you guys know a little bit of information that I showed you guys. I kind of want to explain what I was showing you guys when I was actually at the library's book sale. So they had everything separated by genre, hardback, paperback, and CDs, DVDs, and all of that. what I was most interested in was hardback fiction, paperback fiction. I seen a YA, which I showed you guys. There was a lot of mystery, thriller, horror. There was a lot of sci-fi. They did have some lit fic. They had African American literature. Then they had all kinds of the other stuff that we probably are really not even interested in. What they did not have a lot of was romance. And if they did have some romance, it was mixed in with all of the either fiction hardbacks or fiction paperbacks. And it was a lot of books. What I can say is there was a lot of James Patterson books, which I see a lot when I go to the Goodwill bookstore. And there was a lot of John Grisham books, which I also see a lot of. I have one of his books and I read one of his books this year. But those are two authors that has a lot of books and you really just don't know where to start. So I didn't want to pick any of those up because I actually have a James Patterson book here that I'm probably going to unhaul because I don't know when it was released. And I feel like if I get into those two authors, I want to start with their latest work and not their earliest work, simply because it seemed like they just write books every day. And they drop a new book every day because their collection is massive. And I noticed that when I go to like Goodwill, secondhand bookstores, they have tons of those books. And I'm just like, what? Are they writing a book a day? Like, what is really going on? All they do is pen to paper. So that's that. So let's get into this haul. So I was just browsing. When I was browsing, I was looking for authors that I was either familiar with or heard about, because I use this as the opportunity to dive into some new authors at a cheap price. I mean, $2, $3 to figure out if you like a new author. You can't really beat that with a stick. So that's what I was really going in for, because when I first browsed, nothing really stuck out to me. Whenever I go to a thrifting bookstore, Goodwill bookstore, whatever, I do a run through. So I run through first to see if anything sticks out to me, if any author sticks out to me, if anything that's on my Amazon wish list sticks out to me. And if so, then I hurry up and grab those. Then I go around again to see if any authors stick out to me. Some that I heard you guys talk about, some that I just, heard people talk about, and I wanted to get into their work, but they were not necessarily on my Amazon wish list. There are no new releases. They're just authors that I heard about that I really want to get into. Don't know where to start. Don't know when to start. Why not get it for $2? Then I go around another time. I go around at least 3 times. Then I go around another time just to see if I missed anything, because it's a lot of books. It's a lot of books. And what me and my sister-in-law noticed was that the workers were bringing out new books and filling up the spaces, because she was picking up books that we didn't even see the first go around. And she was just like, they are bringing more books out. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. Plus, I didn't have a lot of time to book shop because I had other things to do today. So that's that. So let's get into my hardbacks. So the hardbacks were $3. The first hardback I picked up was The Jackpot, All Bets Are Off by Nick Stone. It's the same author of Dear Martin. And if you guys know, I love Nick Stone. I talked about Dear Martin and Dear Justice in my YA recommendations video, and I had never seen this one before. I read the synopsis. It did not sound like something that I would read. It sounded like something specifically for my baby girl in that age group. And so I picked this up to give to her. I thought it was pretty dope. So I'm gonna add it to my bookshelf and then eventually let her just read this when she is ready to read this. They had a lot of copies of this. So I'm gonna see. I think this is the only book that had the library plastic filming on it. So I was happy about that because I was worried about, you know, their genre stickers and that library film that they typically have on their books. I was worried about that, but all the other books I got didn't have any of that on there. So the next book that I got is Cartwheel. It's a novel by Jennifer Du Bois. And I read the synopsis of this one and it sounds pretty good. It sounds like a murder mystery. So it just sounds really good. And this book actually looks pretty good. Like, I only spent $3 on it and has this little mark on here, but it looked pretty good. And like I said, the synopsis sounded really good. The blurb on here says a gripping tale of murder abroad and an intimate story of family heartbreak. So yeah, the cover looked really nice. I was intrigued by the cover. It looked very unique. So yeah, that's the second one I got. And then I was so excited to find this one, The Hawthorne Legacy, by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is book 2 in the Inheritance Game series. This series has been on my Amazon wish list forever. I want to read this series with baby girl as a buddy read. I actually just added the entire set to her birthday wish list because she did request books for her birthday. So I added it to her birthday wish list, and I was so excited to find this one. Now, this didn't appear to be a library book. It looked like just a book that was donated because it has a Target sticker on there. And it's in good, it looks brand new. It looked like nobody really even read this book, actually. So I'm excited to at least find one of the books for $3, and then I could just always go back and buy the rest of the series. What I have noticed is that when I'm going shopping and I'm thrifting books, I've noticed that I am finding the second book of the series. Like, for example, the Children of Blood and Bone series. I found the second book and I still need to get the first one. So now I need to immediately get the first one because me and baby girl are gonna buddy read this. This series, we're probably gonna start it in January. The next hardback book I got is actually one that I seen at the library that's close to my house. When me and baby girl went and we was just looking for a book to buddy read, and it's called Yinka, Where's Your Husband? This one was very intriguing to me. I just did not pick it up at the library because typically when I go to the library, it's so that me and baby girl can pick our buddy reads. But I seen this one, I was just browsing the books at the library and I was like, okay, that sounds really good. So when I went back the third time to browse the library sale, I ran into this and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely picking up this book, and it's in good condition. Like, I think the ones that don't have the like clear film on them, I think these are just books that were donated to the library and not necessarily library books because they're not even labeled like they shelved them at the library. So that was pretty dope. So to my hardbacks. The first one I picked up is called What is the What by Dave Eggers. And the cover looked very intriguing. Like, I just picked it up based off the cover, read the synopsis, and it sounded pretty good. It is a National Book Critics Circle Award for fiction, so it won an award. The blurb on it says, told with humor, humanity, bottomless compassion for his subject, it is impossible to read this book and not be humbled, enlightened, and transformed. So this is something that I'm probably going to read in February. I am slowly creating a reading list for Black History Month. I have a lot of books on my shelf that are centered around men, and I really want to get into stories about men because I'm often reading stories about women. And I think for Black History Month, I'm going to focus on reading books by men about men. And I have quite a few. So I'm gonna add that to my reading list for Black History Month. I typically don't create lists like that, but I have, like I said, I have quite a few. I think I have 3 or 4 books about men that I really want to get into. So this is gonna be added to that list. Now this one here just kept staring at me, and I've seen it a few times being talked about, and they had multiple copies, so I just picked up the best looking copy, and it's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So I just picked this up. It sounds pretty good. I read the synopsis. It sounds pretty good, so I'm just gonna stick it on my shelf and get to it when I get to it. Again, it was just a regular paper copy. Does not appear to be a library book. It was in pretty good condition for a used book, so I just picked that up. The next one is by Shari Lapena, and I've seen a lot of people on BookTube talk about Shari Lapena, and that's one of those authors that I've been wanting to try, have not added any of their books to my Amazon wish list and or my TBR. Heard the name often. I hear the name often, so I was kind of familiar with the author's name. So I'm like, okay, let's just pick it up. And I got The Couple Next Door. So I believe this is like some type of thriller. The blurb on here says the twists come as fast as you can turn the pages. So we love a thriller with a good twist, okay? With a good plot twist. So I'm excited about getting to this. I have been getting more into thrillers, more so that I can recommend books to my mother-in-law because she loves thrillers. And I've been picking up more thrillers to be able to recommend to her. So I'm excited about this one. The last book that I got, my sister-in-law actually found this. She read it. It's by a Black author. She read the synopsis and came over and asked me, was I interested in this? And it's called Jewel Me Twice. So it's giving crime plus a little romance plus a little smutty good time. And I thought she was just asking me, you know, do I think she should pick up this book? But no, she was asking, did I like it? She thought it was just something that I like. And I read the synopsis and I was like, yeah, and I like the cover. It's cute. It's very cute. And again, this does not appear to be a library book. It just appears to be a book that was donated to the library. So yeah, that's my library sale book haul. I'm excited about these books. I'm excited to get to these books. I'm excited to add these books to my collection. I'm excited to know that this is my last book haul for the year. Unless I'm gifted some books, I'm not buying any more books this year. Mark that, okay? So next, I already showed you guys that I went to Novel to pick up an ARC. And like I said, this ARC was picked up to read before the event. It's a dazzling new dystopian romance. And yeah, the pub date was October 8th, so it's already come out. It's a fiction / young adult novel. It is 352 pages, and it's pretty good. And this is the author. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this. This is the book. So the blurb on the back of this says, action-packed, smartly written. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this author is about. She's a new to me author. I've never heard of her before. I've never heard of anybody talk about her before. Black. So I'm definitely going to read that. Like I said, I added this book to the list of books I need to read before the year's out. And yeah. So the last book that I picked up was actually a library haul, and I requested this library book from another location, and they sent it to this location for me because she asked me, she was like, do you want to pick it up at another location? I was like, wow, I didn't know you guys can do that. And she was like, yeah, we can send it to any one of our other locations and you can just pick it up to the one that's more convenient for you. And I was like, send it to this one because I will be there for the library book sale. And I'm excited because it's one of my most anticipated book recommendations of the year to read. And I post a poll on my Instagram stories to kind of figure out what people wanted to read with my book club next month. And it is The Reformatory. It is The Reformatory, guys. We are finally going to read this. I see Kayla from Kayla's Bookish Vibes talk about this book every single chance she get. If she can talk about some books, some favorite books, some recommendations, she's always going to talk about this one. So I'm very excited to read it. And when I posted the poll, literally, I posted 4 books. None of the other books had votes, like until later on that night. But this was the only book that was getting voted for. And I was like, wow, okay. Y'all yelling at me, but okay. And I'm excited about it. It's thick. So it's over 500 pages. It's 570 pages. So I got the copy of it, the physical copy from the library, and I also requested it on Libby so that I could read it from my Kindle, because you guys know we do read faster on our Kindles. We just do. And plus it's just super convenient because I can pull it out while I'm at work and read it while I'm at work as well. So I'm excited about my November book club pick. If you guys want to join me. Of course, this is going to be November's book club pick, and if you want to start it, and I will be posting book club information over on my Bookstagram page. It's always tagged in my description box, and it is pinned. It's a pinned post, so it's the first post on my profile. You don't have to go scrolling, figuring out anything. And the post includes the book of the month, and it includes the information that you will need for the meeting day. And then closer to time, I will start posting to see who's going to join me, and then I will share that meeting link with you guys. So yeah, this is it. This is going to be my last purchase book haul for the year. Like I told you guys earlier, I have so many freaking books, and I need to read a lot of them, and I need to read a lot of them before I think about buying any more. And if I can really hold out until my birthday, which is in April, I think I'm going to do that, especially with all of my anticipated new releases doesn't come out into the spring. And that's my birthday month. A lot of them don't come out until like April and May. So if I can at least hold out into my birthday and kind of knock out some of my physical TBR, then I'll be excited about that, because I've accumulated a lot of books this year, and I'm still looking at some books that I got for my birthday this year that I just have not read. So I definitely need to be getting to what I already have on my physical TBR and start adding new stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just a one-day thing. I've been telling you guys, I've been anticipating this library book sale because I missed it earlier this year, and I'm so excited about it. I don't know if I'm going to go tomorrow to fill up a bag for $6. I really wish we had known that in advance, and I guess they really just didn't want to tell people that like up front, because then everybody would have waited until tomorrow to go shop for books. But I guess I know for springtime that if we go on the last day, then we can fill up a bag. I just got too much stuff to do tomorrow, and yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna make it, and I feel like I got enough books anyway. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these books. Have you read any of these books? What do you feel about these books with no spoilers? Does your local library have the library book sale? Let me know in the comments. Do you plan to attend? If they do, yeah, so until next time, ta-ta.